Hi guys, welcome to the second episode of Hidden Wisdom. A very powerful episode. I hope that you've been in tune, you've been in touch, and you watched the first episode, the introduction. So never ever skip the episodes. Every episode is a foundation. Every episode leads to the next episode. So each and every single thing that I'm teaching you is educational. So when we talk about hidden wisdom, we're talking about wisdom that is not in public. We're talking about wisdom that is hidden. Wisdom that has been hidden for a purpose, either for a purpose to protect you or to deprive you from knowledge. And that is conspiracy theory. So some people say the people who have this knowledge, like in the Vatican, there's a big library in the Vatican that has all these texts and all this knowledge and all these things that are not taught, out there. People are saying that these things are for people to have an elite class to control the world. This is conspiracy theory. We'll never ever know if that is true. But you can find some truth in some of these things that people say, that there are governments, there are kings, there are royalties, there are some higher class, case of systems of people of higher nature or who are living in higher societies. They are the ones who have this knowledge. And with my experience, I wouldn't have believed that 10 years ago. But 10 years later, I do believe that there are people out there who are super successful, super rich, very, very successful, that have this knowledge kept to themselves. So there's a guy that I want us to talk about today in this episode, because this second episode is a very powerful episode. There's a guy who's called Nikola Tesla. I fell upon Nikola Tesla in the year of, I think, 2010, 2009, somewhere there, if not 08, somewhere there, just between those years. I think really 2008, 2009, there's a guy that I read upon, and I read his book. The name of the book was The Prodigal Genius, and I was like, wow, who is this now? And I got drawn by the term genius, because at a very young age I've been drawn by the term genius. So I said, who is this guy, the prodigal genius? Oh my goodness, I can't believe that some of you watching this video don't even know him. His name is Nikola Tesla. Nikola Tesla is a very powerful human being that once set foot on this earth. Those are what we call extraterrestrials. Those are not people, they're not earthlings at all. Those people don't belong on earth. They're aliens. That guy, he came on this earth and he impacted it in a very bright way. As a matter of fact, you are watching me today on YouTube because of him. You are watching TV because of him. Radio because of him. Internet, him. Microwave warming up your food, him. Electricity switching on, him. Each and every single thing that you can think about that has to do with the unseen. Microwaves, gamma rays, him. All these things, it's him. And disappointingly, I think very disappointing stuff. He was not credited for most of his patents. Some of his patents were taken away from him, and then many inventors at that time, during his time, which I will not name them at all, they took most of his inventions and then credited the inventions to themselves, and they said they are the ones who created those stuff. But the truth is that Nikola Tesla was the one who invented most of the things that we know. He came up, unfortunately he passed away, and there's also another conspiracy theory on why his death, why he passed away, but we won't go into that. Today we are not really touching up on theories here. We're talking about things that are there, factual stuff that you can really prove. But when we go deeper, you start to understand that actually there might have been a third hand, but we won't go into that. But he passed away when he was busy raising funds for the death ray. So the death ray is a very powerful invention that he was coming up with. It was going to really help us with a lot of things. And not only that, he was also inventing something else that was going to help us to generate free electricity. He was going to set up stations across the world, and then these powerhouses were going to be able to pull electricity from nothing. So that guy was powerful. That guy was super powerful. Nikola Tesla is a guy that inspired me. When I read his book, let me tell you the truth now. When I read his book, The Prodigal Genius, I was 14 years old. I said to myself, I want to be like this guy. I want to impact society in a positive way. I want to, there's a book that says, who will cry when you die? That book is very powerful. It talks about who will cry when you die. When you die, who's going to cry? Is it people who are going to cry? Oh, this guy used to buy us champagne. He is dead. Or people will be like, wow, we lost yet another Martin Luther. We lost yet another stalwart. We lost yet another inventor who impacted human beings for growth. Because of the things that we need to remember here is that once we leave the earth, who stays behind? Our kids. Well, once our kids leave the earth, Because they're going to leave. We're going to leave. That's for sure. We'll never forget that part. We're not here forever. But who's staying? What legacy are we creating? So I think that is what you need to, as a human being, let's start to work in a conscious manner. Many human beings are operating in an unconscious way. They don't know what they're doing. That's why you find some human beings says, I don't know what happened. I just find myself, I don't know how, something just pulled the trigger. I don't know how. They're doing so many negative things unconsciously. So many things are happening in the world unconsciously. Human beings are not conscious beings at all anymore. They've lost their consciousness. They don't know what's happening. They are not with us. They're disconnected with nature completely. Whereas in the past, at least 100 years, 200 years ago, 300 years ago, we were more connected with nature. We were more concerned about the next person. We were more concerned about our neighbor. We were more concerned, But right now, everyone is just doing their own thing. Everyone is just living their own life. There's this thing called YOLO. You only live once. Just, pop, just have fun and just mess up, live society, mess up, litter everywhere. No one is living consciously anymore. No one is living. That is why what is happening, the earth is declining, the earth is degrading, the human nature. And that is why we are now prone to diseases. We are now prone to misfortune. That is why there's more poverty in the world. There's more lootings happening. All these things are happening because of the consciousness of human beings. The aggregate consciousness, the collective consciousness of human beings is generally vibrating at a very, very low pace. So let us talk about what Nikola Tesla said. So if you know that there's someone who invented the radio, you know that there's someone who invented internet as we know it. It's not really he invented internet, but he invented the components that created the internet as we know it. The internet is possible because of him. So if you know that there's someone who created radio, there's someone who created the internet, there's someone who created electricity, the one that we have because of even Thomas Edison. He created direct current. It is Nikola Tesla who created alternating current that allowed that everyone, everywhere, in each and every household can have electricity. So in other ways, he also created that. When you know that there's someone who created all these things, discovered all these things, who died in the process of creating a very wonderful invention called the death race, that was going to stop, like the death race was supposed to be a weapon that was going to stop any kind of attack coming to any country and then stop it before it comes. It's crazy. He was creating free electricity, raising funds for that. If you know someone like that and he says, guys, I want to reveal a secret, you are going to listen to him. And he revealed the secret, but still no one paid attention. He says the secret, if you want, this is him now talking. And I think everyone needs to pay attention to what this guy says because he created everything. He's literally a demigod, our God. He says that if you want to understand the secrets of the universe, you need to think in terms of frequency, vibration, and energy. Sure. So what? If you want to discover, if you want to know, if you want to go deeper and understand the secrets of the universe, it just says frequency, vibration, energy, frequency, vibration, energy, frequency. These three. So what is energy? Let me break them up for you now. This guy gave a secret, the secret to everything, the secret to invention, the secret to creation, everything. He gave it up. No one paid attention. And I like a few guys recently, I see them, they're starting to understand that this guy spoke about something, but they didn't really go deeper as well. Me, I've been obsessed into his words. His words they've been ringing a bell into my ear. They've been ringing in my ear every single day of my life for the past 10 years plus. He says frequency, energy, vibration. Sometimes I'm even sleepy, I'm thinking of this word, frequency, energy, vibration. It's a secret of every single thing that we want to manifest, to create, to have whatever thing. Sure. So even scientists, if scientists can put aside this thing of saying no, they don't want to believe in other things that are out there. I love quantum physics because they understand things, they're going deeper. I love this other guy as well, Greg Braden. Frequency, vibration, energy. So the second episode of the Hidden Wisdom, we're talking about frequency, vibration, energy. So let me break it down for you. What is energy? Energy is all we know, all that is. You are energy, I am energy, this is energy, this is energy, this is energy, your camera is energy, your phone is energy, your house is energy, your bank card is energy, the flowers are energy, animals are energy. Every single thing is energy. Earth is energy. So if you understand, some of you know this, that if you can place any object under a microscope, what do you see? Energy. You find molecules that are doing what? Energy. So each and every single thing is energy. Even what you want in your life, the job, energy, the car, energy, the million, energy, the money, energy, Energy, energy. So if you understand that every single thing is energy, let's go to the second step. What is then? He said what? Energy. He said frequency. What is frequency? Frequency is all that is all that we are. You are frequency, I am frequency. Understanding frequency will lead you to understand the third part, vibration. Frequency and vibration are working together. Let's go deeper. Frequency and vibration work hand in hand. It's one and the same thing. Because in order to identify a frequency, we need to know at what speed is that frequency vibrating at. So vibration now gives us the ability to know frequency. So frequency, each and every single thing in the world vibrates at a certain frequency. For example, a person who is poor vibrates at a certain frequency. A person who is at a middle class vibrates at a certain frequency. A person who is super rich vibrates at a certain frequency. That is where the saying comes in, birds of the same feather flock together. So it means that people of the same energy, of the same frequency, vibrate together, move together, stay together. When I understood this secret, I was going crazy. And I found that at 10 years plus, I said, wow. Over 10 years ago, I found this out. I said, my goodness. Immediately, I looked at my surrounding. The first thing I looked at my neighbor. Neighbor, poor. Neighbor, poor. Hey, let me leave. I walk down the street. Poverty, 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 poverty. I said, my goodness, I'm in an environment that is vibrating at a low frequency. I need to vibrate at a higher frequency. How do I do that? And something came to me, said to me, shoo. Now, if millionaires vibrate at a certain frequency, have a different energy than us at the bottom, I need to find my way up there. The first thing I did, I started to go to restaurants. I looked for restaurants where I'll find the most expensive food, the most expensive wine, the most expensive juice. And I found a restaurant just not far from my house in Sandton. Ooh, that restaurant, I regretted why I went to the restaurant, but today I don't regret. The first day I went to the restaurant there, I remember I saw one of the billionaires here. The first day I go to the restaurant, I saw one of the billionaires. In the restaurant, he's just sitting there, very well-known billionaire. Some of you might know him, Petrus Motsepe. I find him there at the restaurant. I said, hey, I'm in the right place. I said, you know what? Meanwhile, I can see this guy. Let me go to him. I went to him. Hey, sir, how are you doing? Hey, who are you? I said, hey, man, this is Rev. I think my confidence made him like a little bit, confused. So he says, oh, Rev, you are my cousin, you're my family. I said, yes. I said, hoo-hoo-hoo. He said, sit down. No, he said, you. I was so excited. Till today, he does not know that I'm not his family member. But the energy and excitement when I approached him, he says, wow. He was so excited. He thought, because I understood the thing of frequency, vibration, energy. I need to move up. I need to move up now. So I started to go to that restaurant. And you know what? Even the discussions are very different. When I was sitting at the restaurant there, because I didn't have any money, I just bought juice. The juice was crazy. Juice, $2, $3 juice, just the juice, just a glass of juice. I sat there. The guys are sitting, they're just sitting next to me. I don't even talk a lot because I can't say anything. I'm very young at that time, so I just sit there and I'm looking to these guys. I'm looking at these guys. I'm drinking juice. I'm listening to them. The conversations are different. Those guys never talk about plotting. They never talk about they don't gossip. They're talking about we need to I was thinking one day I got traumatized as I started to frequent this restaurant. One day one guy spoke on the phone. He says, yeah. But no, man, 100 million, no. We can't settle for 100 million. In my mind, I'm like, I just need 1 million. The guy says no to 100 million. Frequency, vibration. These guys are vibrating at a super high level. So it is your job now. On the third episode, then I'll tell you about the maps of consciousness. I'll show you now how, that is why you need to follow all the episodes and you must listen to them very carefully. How you can vibrate also at a high level and reach these levels. Wow. And guess what happened? Now? If you want to see now what happens now, if you want to see that this thing works. As I'm frequenting this place now, every money I could get from my mom, any money I could get, I would put it aside. I would always go there. As I was always going there, guess what? Coincidentally, I used to pick up money on the floor. People would call me, hey man, come and do this, come and work, come and do something small here. I will get opportunities out of nowhere. I said, wow, I haven't even done anything consciously to say I'm raising my vibration in a way that I'm doing something, like I know now that you don't really have to go to restaurants anymore. But just by being around that energy, I was able to switch up the energy, to move up, So that's powerful. That's extremely powerful. So I understood that frequency, vibration, energy are the 3 secrets of the universe. And if you understand that part, you are done. Thank you for watching the second episode. I hope you are really ready for the third episode that is coming up next. On the third episode, I'll be talking about the different levels of consciousness and helping you to find your consciousness and how you can move up the scale of consciousness. Stay tuned. Powerful. Thank you.